Hi, Julie Torrens here. So we're going to be working on my journal that I started. And if you saw in my community tab, I got the sewing done. My sister helped me, my sister Abby, and she's in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm here in Western Michigan. But with using FaceTime type of messages, we got her done. She helped me get through a few snags, and so I got the sewing done. But we're not going to go through the book right now, but this is the journal that I'm working on. We may work on the cover, I don't know. I'm setting it aside for now. So this journal is designed for an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper to fold in half, and those are your signatures. So I'm just going to fold this one in half, and then I'll tell you what I had in mind. So for this one, what I was going to do is attach some writing lines and then do a collage work around the edge. So I'm hoping that will work. Now, I've not done this before, but it's one of those ideas in my head. So first thing I'm going to do, I already have a torn edge on this side. So I want to, and this isn't my strong suit, but I got to learn. So we're going to give this a tear. And now this is an 9-inch ruler. So it's 5.5. That is like the whole page. So I want to bring it down to maybe 4.5. So maybe I'll make just a little mark. If you say you don't seem to know what you're doing, you're right. But I'm giving it a go. All right, so here's 4.5. I'll just make a little mark. And then there's lines on my ruler so I can line it up so that it's nice and square. Okay. And then the up and down is the 8.5, right? Should be. Let's see. So really a touch more. Not much though. We're gonna just see. So what I want to do, and what I'm trying to make is some writing space. So I think I will just tear it on this line. So get the tear ruler out again. Now put the bigger part out, and then it's a little easier to tear. Okay. All right, so there's the lined parts. I've got some fussy cutting that I did from the kit that I got, and I have a video on explaining how I did all that. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue this on right now. So I'm just going to use glue stick. I think that'll work just fine for this. So how are you? Today is the Monday after Easter. So I hope if you celebrate Easter that you had a good Easter. Maybe you celebrate Resurrection Sunday. Maybe you just celebrated spring. But we had a beautiful spring day here. Sunny. Jacket weather. You're not gonna, well, there were people running around in their shorts, but not most people. Young people with a lot of internal heat. Okay, so I'm not worried about this being perfect at all. I think that looks just fine. Let's get, I got a new card. It's an expired CPR card. Let me just get that nicely smoothed down. Okay, now I realize that I'm closer to this side than this side, but that's okay because as this gets put into a signature, this will scooch over. So I wanted that extra bit of room. So now what I was going to do is just collage all the way around. And then this side, I thought we would decorate. I've got a piece of wax paper here. And I thought we would decorate this. And remember how we decorated the inside cover. So I have all of the seaweed. Excuse me. That came out of nowhere. Okay. So we can use some of this. Is this gonna... I think it'll be all right. If I get a little blue on here, I don't really care. And maybe... I don't want too much. Maybe just like that. I don't want to have it just completely covered like I did the other one. So I've got my aquamarine ink. And it is the archival. I want to scoot this over. And let's start pouncing. So we did a little Easter egg hunt. Oh, if you would have seen it, you would have laughed yourself silly. My darling grandson, he's going to be 2 in July. So I'll let you figure out the months. But he, when he was having his afternoon nap, we just put the eggs. Of course, we didn't actually hide them. I mean, he didn't even know what we were doing. But we had them sitting all out and around. And then he got the hang of it really quick. He had his basket to put his eggs in. And he was going around. Well, it was one toddler. Oh, I went over the edge a little bit. Doesn't matter. We're just going to go right ahead with this one. And give it a little cover up anyway. So, yeah, we've got 5 adults, his other grandma and grandpa, his mom and dad, and me, all following him around as he was getting these eggs. But he enjoyed it, and that's what mattered most. It was a lot of fun, and I'm just so glad we had the weather for it. Because honestly, if it would have been snowing in Michigan, no surprise. There's no telling. We had snow, I believe, I don't think I'm lying. I believe we had snow all the way into May last year. All right, let's see what this did. There, okay, I think that looks just fine. That makes a nice little decorated edge on that. And we'll be doing more. I cut out, oh, fussy cut, a bunch of little things that went with this kit. So we'll be having some fun with that. Get this out of the way, and now we can start with the collaging. Let's get these. We still may want these, but not just yet, so I'm going to set them aside. Okay, so I mean, this is curling up because of the wet of the glue stick. Now, still want that. These are like little bits and pieces that are from fussy cutting, but there were also like the manufacturing label, and so I cut some of these in strips, and I didn't know if maybe we could do one side with just these strips, and I think we can. I think we can. So this one can be cut right here. Measure twice, cut once. And again, if it's not perfect, I'm not worrying about it. But I think this could look really pretty. All right, let's get some glue on this. So we had dinner, and we visited, and Easter baskets were opened, and it was a very nice Sunday. And I hope that you had a very nice Sunday. Okay, I'm going to just turn this over because this side is just as plain as the other side, so we can just decorate them both up. There, okay, I like that. Now we can just put this one right there. So tell me in the comments, what did you do for Easter Sunday? Maybe nothing. That's all right. I'm just interested. Okay. Turn this over. I can see this is I've got it on here a little crooked. I'm not worrying about it. It's just fine. Okay. Another piece. Maybe this one. And I will cut it right here. And this is just printer paper that I'm doing this with. Just plain old printer paper. There's a little space here, and I will just put a little ink in there. It'll be fine. Put that corner down. Whoop, sorry. Couldn't see, I apologize. Alrighty. Right there. Should I just do that now? Just get a little ink. There. That's fine. Okay. Well, I kind of got the same thing here. There. All right. Always a workaround. Now here. And I will cut it right there. So did you have nice weather where you are? There's been many times I went to church on Easter Sunday in Michigan with coat, boots, hat, scarf. Oh yeah. Now this year it was in April. Easter fell in April. Some years it falls in March. Sometimes it's like way at the end of April. You never know. I'm going to move this up a little. Okay. I went a little too far over. Well, we'll just leave it. Leave it for now. Okay. So that's looking good. And I do want to go here. So I was kind of thinking, do I want to go like all the way over? And it would just be on one side over here. I could use something else. I've got this that we could put on this side. I think that would be pretty. I think I've got more. Let's do that. I think that'll look just fine. So as I say, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. While I was away, I did a massive amount of fussy cutting. And I did some, let's put this here. I did this sewing. Why are you? I can't believe I didn't get glue on all these spots, but we'll see. Okay. And this here, and cut that right there. I'm making sure I'm getting glue everywhere. Okay. Okay, that looks nice to me. Let's give it a fold and see what we think. Now this new glued area is not going to necessarily want to fold, but we'll just kind of ease it. And we knew this was kind of an iffy spot, and we're just going to give that a trim. There we go. Knocking over the glue stick. Okay, so here's this page with some writing space, and then this side it'll just be plain. Obviously we need to do something here because we've got the seaweed that's showing through, but I really don't mind that. And then this page. Okay, so this page needs a little something here and here. All right, so it's really quite the right size. But now, yeah, I don't want to fold it over, so I'm just going to put it in there and then give it a trim. Okay. Yep. And let's give that a trim. And see, I was thinking this piece could maybe go here. That's fine. And then this can get a trim. All right, let's... There. All right, I like that just fine. Could this little piece go right here? Yeah, there. That kind of balances that off. Nice. All right, so here's another page that I can tuck into the journal. I think that looks nice. All right, I'm going to grab the journal. I don't have any of this obviously sewn in yet. And for now, I'm just going to put it right here. And we will look at and talk about those other pages, but see, I think that looks just fine with some nice writing space. Okay? Give this a clip. Now I've got another sheet here. And I thought, okay, how can I decorate this up? Well, let's fold it in half, and that kind of gives us an idea of where we're going. Okay. All right. And I have this ephemera. Now I've got a larger one of these that I believe I want to put on the cover. But this could go here, couldn't it? And then I've got some pockets. And I'll show you. I've got some bigger pockets and some littler pockets. I'm pulling out the littler ones. Sorry for my reach. These are the bigger. But what about these little guys? Well, they're all, see? One there. One there. one up here, bring this down. Okay, see, I think that looks just fine. Let's do that, okay? So when you've got 3, what I like to do is put the 1 to your best eye, sort of in the middle. I'm just kind of, okay. Now I've got my archival with the Tim Holtz colors. And this has already kind of an ink look about it, but you can still see my white edges. So I'm going to go in with the what's called Hickory Smoke. It's kind of a gray color because this is kind of gray. And I'm just going to get these very bitter edges because they do show up white just because the core of the paper is white. So it also, if there's any place that I didn't quite get it fussy cut just perfect, it'll take care of that. So let's do all 3 of those pockets. So today is Monday. It's nice out. It's going to be in the 60s. It might have even gotten there. It's about 1 in the afternoon right now. And it might have already gotten to the 60s. Still cool at night. But I had my window open just a little bit. But I had my window open. Okay, these 2 are done. This one needs doing. And then during the day, if I knew what was going on outside, I would have my patio door open. But since I'm with you, I don't know what, the lawn men could come or just anything. So I've got it closed. But I will open it later and just let some fresh air in. Okay, I like that. Now I'm not going to ink up the flowers. I think they're just fine being white. But I'm going to glue those on last. Pardon me. So, all right, let's get this. And again, I don't want to go right to the bitter edge, right into where the seam will be. And I'm just going to glue the 3 sides. Get some art glitter glue going. They already had the thumb hole in the design, so I don't have to create a thumb hole. I just had to cut it out. All right. And then we've got this one. Hold it where you don't want glue. Put this one towards the bottom. And this one towards the top. Now, I'm not using coffee dyed or tea dyed paper because all of this was printed on white. And so I'm really not concerned about continuing the white. I think it will add to the kind of the harmony. Okay, so you can see this is like way further apart than this. That's all right. That's fine because when we start tucking things in, you see what I mean? We're not going to be noticing it as much. So it's totally fine with me. And I think these, maybe this way. I think so. And I'm going to put this down with some glue stick. So I'm very grateful that you're joining me to decorate a few of these journal pages. I like to do, and not that I've done that many, but it's easier on my mind and it's easier in my skill set to go ahead and do as much decorating as I can before sewing it all together, so that I can have the papers out. I can work with them flat. That's just easier for me, but you do what works for you. Okay, I think this is a great page. Now, do I think these could use a little something? Well, especially this one. So let's just see what I could maybe put on there. I like that. I like that a lot. So let's just get the ruler out and give this a tear. And put this here. I'm really trying to keep the cohesiveness going in this journal. I don't want to kind of break the spell. But I've got some things that were not in the kit that are going in on this. So, okay. Now see, I like that real well. And let's just see, like, see here, there's these leaves. Maybe, all right, let's get the tear thing out here. I want you to be able to see what I'm doing because it's just such genius work. Okay. I think I'm going to end up using, boy, how am I going to rip that though? Well, we'll see. Yeah, use this one. And this one needs ripping. All right, now. All right, so it needs to be narrower, which is not a surprise, and shorter. And then this could go, yeah, nice. Let's do that. I'm tempted to ink this one up. Let's do that. Let's get some of that gray. I know I didn't do the first one, but that doesn't mean I can't do the second one. And they take ink so nicely when they're tore. Okay. And get some glue. And let's glue this right here. Yeah. All right. I like that. And these two I'm just going to leave alone. And I like this. Okay, so we've got that done. Where's the lid? Let's get this on here. See what happens when you wait? There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm going to move some scraps here. Now, how about these two pages? Well, again, I've got some pockets and I've got some more of these. Now, this one is even bigger. But the pockets, these are bigger. So let's think about this. Now we could have the same thing where we've got a printed, and then well, really, that's about all that'll fit. All right, let's ink these up. Let's get our hickory smoke. Good. It won't be long that I'll be sitting here telling you, oh, there's the lawn, guys. Oh, they're weed whacking. It seems like they do some kind of yard work just about every day once the summertime hits. All right, so I like this. I like this. So what I was thinking, I pulled out a rubber stamp. This big guy. Let's ink this up. I'm going to use the archival, but I'm not going to, I don't want to like really saturate it. I just want just a touch. And, you know, if it's imperfect, that's fine with me. And we'll get that right there. Okay, that's fine. I like it. I really do. It kind of looks almost like a worn wood kind of a look. But when you combine it with these, see, I just think that's fine. All right, glue this down. Have you started a journal? Are you interested in the journals? Let me know in the comments. Maybe you'd be like, Julie, just keep the journals to yourself. You know, I don't know what's on your mind. So let me know. Okay, I like that. And then we've got the other one that's colored. And that can go right there. Yep. Oh, hold it where you don't want to glue. Okay. Looks good. Okay. All right, so we've got here, here, we need here and here. But I suspected this would happen, and that's totally fine. I don't mind it a bit. Okay. Now, let's see. What else do we got? I've got two more big pockets, and they're on the plain side. But like I said, I've got like little things like this. Now see, I just think that looks gorgeous. And this one could go here. Yes, let's do that. And these are all from that ephemera pack. So, ink. Now, why didn't I have all these inked ahead? Because I didn't know what I was all going to be doing. I really didn't. I'm just bringing you for the whole process, my thoughts, my doing. I mean, I knew I wanted to use some stamps or a stamp. I knew I wanted to do some more seaweed like we have on the inside cover. And I don't want these things to be too loud. But I think this is going to turn into a really nice couple of pages here. I'm seeing little crumbs. I don't want them to drag across. There we go. Okay, one more. I may do this over the glue book. Sometimes you just get the tiniest little micro crumbs from the cosmetic sponge, and I don't want them to make streaks on my book. And yes, I know I could get some of those actual ink things, but at this time right now, I really don't, I've got it on a wish list, but I've got other things on the wish list a little higher up. Okay. See, we could put this one here, this one here. And it's not necessarily going to be that this is up against this. It probably won't be. But let's get these glued down. Nice. I'm looking for my card. Covered it up. Shocking. There we go. A little bit of glue. Okay. And this one. I don't want to glue the pocket shut. All right. Good and good. Okay, and then let's glue stick that little bit of a decoration. When your pin for your glue just doesn't seem to want to go, just throw it away and get another one, because I just find that the pin itself gets so glued up. That's why it doesn't want to go in. See, it goes right in. Okay, so this one on here. And we've got other ephemera, like remember the doll, paper doll tags, and I made their dresses in the blue. That's a video or two back. We're going to be putting those girls in. Okay, now where's the other one? It was a tannish one. Lord knows. Well, what did I set on top of it? Okay, find something else. It wasn't meant to be. Was it this one? Yeah. I was just hesitating because I thought it looked awful big. But no, that's the one. Sure enough, because it's inked. Okay. Now see? And when we start filling these things, oh, did I glue it shut? No. But you can just kind of see how this will look. Oh, I got black ink on my hands and I got some blacks. Well, it's okay. That's okay. So what are you going to do about it, Julie? Well, I'll show you. Yeah, I'm just inking everything all up. That's all right. We did not do all this work to say, oh, can't use it. Oh, yes, we can. Oh, yes, we can. All right, I'm going to grab some seaweed. And let's see where some of these marks are. A little bit lower. All kind of in this area. All right. Into the hickory smoke. And I'm going real light. Just a shadow. You may even think you can't even see. You wait till I lift it. You'll see it. This is a PM Artist Studio. Look at that. Now, there was still some damp ink on the other side of this, and so that got on there too. I don't mind it a bit. As a matter of fact, I kind of like it. And what I'm going to do is see if I can get some more to come off on the rest of the way up. It looks watery to me. Yeah, good. Good. Where's some more? Yeah, fine. There. That looks good. I like it. I really do. Okay. You can go away. Let's grab this paper towel and just any of these little stray bits of ink and rub my fingers on it again. All right. Okay, so here, 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 and this has that little bit going on there. What can we do for this? Well, I saved out some doily. And I don't necessarily want to cover that like it's a mistake. I think it's kind of cool. I have an idea, but it's messy. Yep, I'm moving stuff here. Get my inky, put that down there. I may not be able to finish this exact part today because this is going to need to dry. And I've got tumbled glass, and this one is faded jeans. They came in daubers, and I put them in spray bottles. I think that looks great. I think that looks beautiful. And we're just going to let that sit. And maybe the next time we get together, I'll show you how I glued that onto that page. Okay, so we've got pockets and flowers, pockets and seaweed, pockets and a little decoration here. And then this is going to have, this has this shadow, and then it's going to have the doily up here. And then maybe a pocket where we could put like one of these. Now this I cut out, but it had like a torn edge that the like it was printed that way. And I thought, well, I've got all kinds of different rumply edge scissors, and I'm just going to give this a cut like this and let that tag be like that. Isn't that clever? Okay. And then let's see. I've got this little pocket. That's cute. And let's see. I'm just looking at this ephemera. Well, like I've got this. And this is like a little, I don't know, like a tea card or a cigarette card or something like that. But it's got water and things. It's kind of a Japanese thing. And then it's got a little something you can learn about over here. And that could go in there with that tag. I think that would be great. So this, I'm going to glue together. And again, this is all from this kit. All right, let's glue this down. Nice. And we haven't made enough of a mess of ink yet, have we? No, Julie. Let's ink this up. Okay, and same for this. Good. And let's glue this pocket down. Close the ink so I don't drag my fingers through it. Little art glitter glue. And we'll put that right here. And this can go in there. And this one. Thank you for helping me through this. And I know you were pulling for me when it came to doing the sewing machine, and I appreciate it. And see, this can go right in here. There. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. A whole nother sheet to go in the journal. Let's grab the journal. Now, maybe when I am more confident and feel like I know what I'm doing better, then maybe I won't mind decorating once we put this together. All right, we'll do a quick flip through because I want to count how many pages I have. So I'm just going to count. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't count that, 8, 9. Okay, so we can do at least 4 more, at least. So guess what we're going to be doing the next time we get together. Plus this, I was going to put either this one on here. This one is awfully big, so maybe this one. and maybe a little something behind it, you know, like this. You know, we'll see. We'll just see. But I just think that would look really nice on the cover. I think it would be real pretty. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me, inking and all. And I appreciate that you're here. Please consider giving this video a like. If you haven't subscribed, today's the perfect day. And I'll see you all in another video. Bye now.